And actually, I lived in Idaho for the last 25 years and just moved back to Pendleton in March. And it's been so fun because I ran into all these guys since being back in Pendleton, who I actually knew several of them before when I lived there as a child. And so it's been fun to run into all these wonderful musical people. So I've got Mr. Pete Willis on guitar. And Artie Willis on the bass over here. Kind of Scottish tunes, and what we're going to do next is we're going to give you a whole survey of fiddling. We're going to play everything we can think of. So next we got a bluegrass tune, and this one's called It's Been Real. We've been a band for, what, 3 concerts now? Uh-huh. Yeah, and all the other times we had these wonderful concerts, we brought in a cellist from Idaho, Miss Sophie. She's very beautiful. And she's going to be having a baby, and she lives a long ways away. And so she's not here for this little gig, and we're missing her. So please, when we play this next tune, I'd like you to imagine a beautiful cello playing along with me, and we'll pretend like she's here tonight. And so this one's in honor of Sophie, our cellist from Idaho. It's called Josephine's Waltz, and it's actually a waltz meant for a baptism. And I think it's definitely played on some unique instruments, but we've translated it over to the fiddle here. And it's in G if you want to sing along. Sophie. Awesome. We asked him to bring that bow all the way from Pendleton. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, and so next we're gonna, that one wasn't fast enough. So we're gonna go just a little faster. We're gonna play you a gypsy tune, and this is a gypsy tune called The Basso. And back in Idaho, my husband is a luthier and he restores instruments, and we had a bunch of fiddle students, and we would play with them, and we would see how fast they could make it. It's a fun game, but luckily I'm feeling comfortable tonight. I think we're gonna be just fine. Maybe.
Is this the intro one? Yeah.
No, this was just.
It starts.
Yeah, D minor.
I know what song we're playing now.
This is a really good thing, you guys, so enjoy. Yeah. So you'll have to figure it out. No. So, Mr. Pete over here wrote this beautiful waltz. I'm going to have him tell you a little bit about it.
I wrote this waltz.
That's how you can tell he's a composer.
Could I get a touch more bass on the sound for me? So, yeah, this is a pretty waltz, and it's kind of unique, I think. And we enjoy playing it together. So. It's really nice to have somebody play the melody really beautifully. Like, you can think of something in your head and you can whistle a tune, but guitar is not a very melodic instrument, and it's really wonderful to be able to play with such a great fiddle player.
Thank you. And now to just mess with that a whole bunch.
What's that?
We're going to go ahead and play a new tune.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, this one's about wood choppers.
Oh, sure. It's an old tune.
It's an old tune. We lived in Rigby, Idaho, and it was very cold. And when it would get like 40 below, I thought it would kill like all the pestering things. But then we had a woodpecker on our house. I didn't realize what it was like to have a woodpecker on your house. Oh my goodness, it made me not like this song quite as much. So we're going to try to make this woodpecker part short. How's that sound?
I forget, am I playing the melody with you at the beginning?
I think I'm going to put it.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, are you guys excited to be the first people ever to hear us play this?
That makes it sound better.
Thank he's going to be coming up in a minute, and I don't want to have him be too afraid, because he does not want to play on the 6-tune, because this one is a jig. And banjos, oh, you couldn't have guessed if he plays a banjo, could you? Banjos and jigs sometimes go together. But we like to keep them at least like 6 feet apart. Oh, this is called David's Jig, and it is a Cape Breton style tune. And I love American fiddle music, but I fell in love with Canadian fiddle music several years ago. And you guys may or may not know a lot about me, but I had a favorite fiddle player. And everybody has a favorite fiddle player, right? When you're a fiddle player, at least you do. And if not, sometimes you just like the one you know, or maybe you don't. But my favorite fiddle player was Mr. Calvin Ballrath, who is one of the most famous fiddle players in all of Canada. He's won a Grammy, he toured with Shania Twain, he's a great fiddle player. And he actually wrote a song for the Olympics. And back in Nashville in 2012, I played at the Grandmaster Fiddle Competition. And the coolest thing about it is if you win the competition, you get to play on the Opry. And so I was so lucky that I got to play on the Opry because I won the competition.
There was some skill involved. It wasn't just
And it's my favorite story because I'm not that kind of fiddle player. Can you tell? Like I know Dublin down in Georgia, but I don't know that many like country music songs. So at the Opry, I met little Jimmy Dickens, who was shorter than you with boots and a hat on, you guys. And so that was fun. But the coolest thing ever was when I was backstage at the Opry. My favorite fiddle player was on there with a friend. Who would come in with a friend, and it was Calvin, and I had not met him. I only had a cassette tape of him, and he came in the dressing room, and I was like, it's Calvin Ballrath, live and in person. And so, turns out, anyway, he wrote me a song for my birthday. And it was such a cool tune. It's called Miss Jacie. You can check it out on Calvin Ballrath's site. But this is one of the tunes. I met his pianist, Kimberly Holmes, who plays this beautiful Cape Breton style music. And she turned me on to this. It's called David's Jig. Yes. think he's going to play. This is Mr. Carl, the banjo player. All the way from Pendleton, Oregon. And we're going to play this tune that Pete found called Suzanne's Journey. But he's just copying me
This is
because
not a banjo.
it's his mini, what did you call that?
It's a
Mini
Mississippi saxophone.
banjo? Yeah, that's what
You know, you got to make these guys sound really, really good. You bring up a harmonica. Everything after that sounds better.
that's why we invited you.
No, I have to remember it, I guess. Do you know?
I do know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to play it in the
Yeah.
beginning?
I'll be back in 3 minutes.
You're doing the interpretive dance.
So this next song does feature Carl on the harmonica. We've got a few old standards. And the second song is a tune called Midnight on the Water, which is a real traditional old-time fiddle tune. And my husband learned the old-time fiddling from a fellow named Benny Thomason. And if you follow fiddling, he's kind of the father of Texas-style fiddle music. He was from Washington. He lived in Seattle. I think it was up in Seattle. He lived in Washington for a long time, and he taught a fiddle player named Mark O'Connor. You know him, Mark. So my husband played guitar for Mark for several years, and they both learned to play from Benny. And so here's the cool thing. Benny Thomason's dad, Luke, wrote this song, Midnight on the Water. So you'll recognize the first one probably, but if you don't recognize that second one, it's a real famous old-time fiddle tune. And you can kind of almost hear like the sounds of being on the water in that tune.
this concert. You having a good time? Well, as we always like to do, we like to show our appreciation for the band. And so we're gonna do what we call a hat pass, but of course it's a coffee can pass. We'll pass the coffee cans around, and a donation of any amount will be very much appreciated. 100% of this hat pass, coffee can pass, goes to the band. So, thank you for your participation. Thanks again for being here, and enjoy the rest of the concert. We will have one more tune after now, and then we're gonna have a cookie break for half an hour or so downstairs, and then we'll be back for the second set. So, enjoy.
If you're donating coffee, give decaf for Jackie.
Otherwise, it's going to be real quick on the second act. This next tune is called the Cookie Break Polka.
Yeah, okay, I wish we